Right, so 2013 external, question 3C. You can pause and read the question if you don't have the paper in front of you. So this is the systolic blood pressure of people surveyed, and the following one is the diastolic, and we're asked to compare and contrast. So if we consider shape, centre and spread, the three things we look at when we're comparing a distribution, I can see that this one would be definitely has a skewed to the higher values of blood pressure. For the spread, I notice that the range goes from 85 up to 245, which is a range of 160. Now when we're talking about centre, I can see that the mean and the median are going to be around here. Clearly the mode is around here, between 125 and 135. Because of this skew to the higher values, the mean will be a little bit higher. So probably heading up towards the 135 for the mean, because these higher values will pull that up a bit, whereas the median is clearly more down here a little bit. Once again, if you have time in the exam and you want to put all those numbers into the calculator and calculate the actual mean and standard deviation, that would be great. Remembering we use the midpoint, which in this case would be safe to estimate as 90, 100. Those values go down column 1, and the height, once again you're estimating these heights, go down in column 2, and you need to change the frequency and you can work out those values. Right, let's have a look at the second. I can see from this one that it's much more normal looking. So we'd call that normally distributed with a bell-shaped curve. So once again we're talking shape, centre and spread. Spread is easier. We're going from 130 to 50. Which gives me a range of 70, which is a lot smaller than the range up above. Let's just check. Yep, that range was 160, so it's less than half. Now if we think about the centre, clearly it's going to have a mean and a median very similar because it's symmetrical, reasonably symmetrical. The mean and the median and the mode are all very similar. And we could put that at about 85. So for this one, and that's another feature of the normal distribution, that the mean will be approximately the median, which is approximately the mode, which for this one is about 85. The other thing we could think about, once you've written sentences on those three, is the bulk of the data up here. The bulk of our data appears to be between about 105 and 165. That's where you've got the bulk of your data. And down below, the bulk of our data appears to be around about between 70 and 100 perhaps. So this data is a lot higher up the curve. So the systolic readings are a lot higher than the diastolic. You could write that as a final concluding sentence. So craft some sentences comparing the shape, the centre and the spread, and summing up with the conclusion that the systolic blood pressures of people are a lot higher than the diastolic blood pressures.